Auto Browse for Chrome is here, a new agent feature for Chrome that can navigate the web for you, fill out forms, and just click around for you. But most of the examples I've seen on how this works are pretty tame, to be honest. So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 powerful use cases for Auto Browse that are actually useful. So one of the coolest things I think you can do with Auto Browse is it's able to look at something that's on the website that you're looking at and is actually able to go out and shop for you to find similar products. So let's say I'm looking to decorate my house and I see this nice picture of a living room and I want my living room to look like this. So what I'll do is I'll open up Gemini on the top right here, and down here I'll just type in that I want it to go to Etsy and add some items to my cart that are inspired by this look so I can have a living room that looks like this. Now, you don't have to change the model to anything that says auto browse because it's automatically going to be added. It automatically understands that that's what you're looking for. If you want to add additional tabs, you can, but we're only working with this one tab. So now when I submit this, you can see that it is now opened up Etsy. Let's go ahead and switch to it so we can see what it's doing. So here we can see it's looking for a walnut wood serving tray to kind of match that. There it is right there. Now it's looking for some genuine leather throw pillow covers. And so one by one, it's adding these different items to my cart. I could walk away, come back, and just have a cart full of items that kind of match this vibe. So here's what it ultimately added to the cart. We have this tray, a magazine holder, a whiskey glass, and some leather throw pillows. There was also a purple mug in here as well that I already had in here, and it actually went out and removed that on its own. What it's also doing right now, I just went ahead and paused it, but you can see right here, it has to choose the size and colors. It was the same thing for this one. So it's actually going through and choosing the size and colors. So as it sort of makes mistakes or sees mistakes, it's able to automatically correct them to actually be able to finish the task that you gave it. And of course, it's not actually going to purchase anything on your behalf. It just puts them in the cart and then you can actually finalize the purchase. For this next example, I'm going to use Auto Browse to do research for me. And I'm going to do that on X because I found it's really good at just kind of understanding what's hot and trending. Now, you can, of course, come into something like Grok, which pulls real-time information from Twitter to be able to understand what is trending and what's popular. However, for the research that I like to do, I like for an AI to actually scroll through my own timeline because I've sort of curated this with the accounts that I like to follow, and the algorithm is showing me the types of posts that I want to see that are the types of posts that I like to make videos about. So I'm going to use my own timeline for this. So I'll open up Gemini. I'll tell it to scroll through the timeline. I want it to actually look for opportunities for different YouTube videos I can make. So now we can see it is actually scrolling down, looking at the different posts. It's going to see a lot of like junk in here. It's going to be able to kind of weed all that out and only focus on the posts that I'd be interested in. And the reason it's able to do that is because this is my Gemini account. It understands who I am. It understands what I make YouTube videos about. So it's going to tailor all that and the results to me and what I'm interested in. All right, so here we are. Trending themes identified. It's identified 3 different trending themes in my niche. And then here are some YouTube video ideas based on those. So instead of just getting generic results like what's happening over here and what's trending and what's popular overall on Twitter, these are tailored to my timeline and what I'm actually interested in and need. And of course, you can do the same thing on YouTube, you can do it on LinkedIn, you can do it on Instagram, any social media platform. Now, one of the main use cases I have for Auto Browse is I kind of see it as a bridge between different tools. So for instance, here I'm inside Notion where I take down a lot of notes and write down video ideas and kind of organize all of that. And in the past, I used to have to navigate to new tabs, maybe go over to YouTube to do some research, copy stuff, and then paste it into Notion. But now Auto Browse can do that for me. So I created this page with all these different headings, and I'm just going to tell Gemini to actually go out and do research for me and to fill out each of these sections for me. So now we can see that it has looked at some competitors' videos, and it is filling in the angle that those competitors use for those videos. Now it's coming up with some ideas for my own video. It's coming up with title ideas, and it even outlined the script for me and came up with thumbnail ideas without me ever having to even leave Notion. One of the frustrating things about auto browse is that if you are using auto browse, it can't use other tools that Gemini has access to, like image generation, but there is a way around that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Gemini to scroll through all the items in my cart and then go to Gemini and actually create an image of all the items in the cart inside my living room or inside a living room so I can get an idea of what they look like. So even though the auto browse or the Gemini on the side, because auto browse is enabled, isn't able to make the image, it's able to tell Gemini to make the image. So now we can see it has gone over to Gemini, it put in that prompt, Nano Banana is now loading, and the image has now been generated. And you can do this with any AI chatbot that you have access to in the browser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Gemini's auto browse do some research for me using different chatbots. But for purposes of this, I'm going to have it use this tool right here, which is called i10x, because they are the sponsor of today's video. So i10x is an all-in-one AI chatbot that gives you access to all the top models. So here it's typing in the prompt, and then it's starting to use some of i10x tools. So the first one is web search and memory. It's going to make sure that both of those are turned on. Then it's going to change the model. So right now it's on auto. i10x auto will automatically select the best model for the job, but you can always manually choose which model you want. And these have all the top models in here. In this case, Gemini is going to choose Grok 4, and then it's going to submit the prompt. Now I'm going to take over now to show you some of the other cool stuff that i10x does. In addition to being able to choose exactly which model you want to use, there's this really cool feature called Chat Arena. This allows you to pit two models against each other. So on this dropdown, I can select Gemini 3 Pro. I can go ahead and select Claude 4.5 Sonnet, send in one prompt and get both answers to see which one I like the best. There's also deep research, which is powered by Perplexity Sonar Pro. We have AI image generation, which has the top models for that, like Image 1.5, Nano Banana Pro, and even AI video generation as well. You can always upload PDFs and documents to be able to chat with them. And they have this really cool agent builder right here. So these give you access to all these different agents that specialize in different tasks. So we have ones for image generation, we have ones for travel photo generation, and we have ones for AI watermark remover, and you can always make your own as well. There's tons of great stuff that this can do, but honestly, my favorite part about this is just that you're able to access all the top models in one place. i10x has a free plan, so you can test it out, but then once you're ready to upgrade, they have a basic and an unlimited plan. The basic plan starts at just $8 a month with annual billing. That gives you 5,000 uses of the basic models and 200 uses of advanced models. But the unlimited plan is just $17.50 a month with annual billing, and that gives you unlimited use of basic models and unlimited use of advanced models. So if you want to sign up, I'll have a link for this in the description down below, along with a coupon code so you can get an additional discount. And thank you i10x for sponsoring this video, and let's get back now to auto browse. Now, even though I love Gemini as a chatbot, one of the frustrating things about it compared to like ChatGPT is that it doesn't work with a lot of apps. Inside the connected apps, it pretty much just works with Google's services. But thanks to auto browse, you can connect it to basically anything. So if I start a new chat and ask it to come up with a recipe for me for hummus, there we go. And now I can open up Gemini on the side and tell it, put all these items in my Instacart cart. And now we can see it is navigating to Instacart, searching for the items, and adding them to the cart. So now you instantly have a bridge between Gemini, or really any AI tool that you use, and any other tools. This next one is not going to apply to most people, but it's really neat. And I think it really demonstrates something really powerful that auto browse can do. So whenever I'm answering comments for my YouTube videos, I've noticed that I can come over to Gemini and ask it to actually draft comments for me. Now, I usually answer comments myself. I've tried using AIs to do them in the past, but the issue is that the AI never has the context of what the video is about or what's in the description of the video or the other comments on that video. But Gemini has all of that context. So it is the only AI that I've used or tested with replying to comments that actually gives relevant, helpful comments. This is a great one. Glad you found this engaging. Thanks for subscribing, right? But a lot of times you'll get questions from people in the comments and the other AIs just aren't able to understand it, but Gemini does because it does have the full context of the videos. So here there's a guardrail. It says, should I submit it? It doesn't want to submit it without my permission. So I'll say, go submit it. Don't ask me next time. That's just a little trick. If you want it to just run without you, you can say stuff like that. Or you can say stuff like right in the initial prompt, get to work, don't ask me for permission, just work autonomously. And it often will just go ahead and do the task without asking you permission every single step. Yeah, see that one, it just replied and didn't ask me permission. So now it's off and doing it all on its own. And finally, the classic use case, but extremely helpful and worth talking about, coupon codes. Anytime you're on a website and see one of these, enter a code here, just ask Gemini to look for codes for you. It will go out and search for them and actually enter them in and test them out to see which ones perform the best and give you the best discount. And it looks like it wasn't able to find a discount that was any better than the original one that was in there. But now we know that we are getting the best deal on this. So there you go, 7 real, useful, helpful use cases for auto browse. If you have any yourself that you've been using it for, let me know in the comments section down below. I would love to hear about it. Then if you want my complete free course on how to master Google Gemini, click on this video right here. It's free. I've made it available on YouTube, so you might as well check it out. Click right here and I'll see you over there in just 1 second. Bye for now.